So now let me give you another very obvious example and a very recent example. The investor got into investment of equity schemes, a portfolio management scheme, and what happened was that in the year 2022 is when the investor began his journey. And as you know, and as all of us know, that in 2021, which was post the second lockdown of COVID, the markets actually had started falling quite sharply in 2021, recovered a little bit by the early 22, and that's where they invested. And then again, by the time it was mid or calendar year of 2022, the market started falling. They fell so much, and it rattled this investor so much that in about the beginning of January in 2023, they called up and said, let's just liquidate everything. So we said, look, we don't want you to have a bad experience. This is a fantastic area of investment. This is an investment that you should continue probably for the next 10 years. But well, like I say, we were against a wall, because when a person makes up his mind due to circumstances and due to the factor of luck playing against them at that point in time, no sane advice, no good advice was making any sense to them. So they said, okay, fine, we'll listen to you. The moment it comes to even Stevens, the moment we sort of recover our capital, let's get out. That happened by the end of March of 2023. Capital came back because the market had risen a little bit. And they decided to say, okay, 31st March, close all investments, let's exit. Then after that, what happened? All of you can do a little check yourself. From March of 23, that is rather from 1st April 2023, the markets took off. And the way they took off, they created another historic rally. And look at the opportunity loss of this particular investor. Very, very intelligent person, very sane in their thinking, at a very senior level in the corporate structure. But at that point of time, that investment was not meant for him. So it didn't work. And that's unfortunate. Some lesson to be learned from here is, no matter what, no matter whether it's war, whether it's disaster, whether it is natural catastrophe, sometimes we can take recourse in the fact that, the American market stayed into recession for about 20 years and Japan was into recession for so many years. We can be a pessimist, or we can choose to be an optimist and say that, well, whatever happens, history tells us that everything's going to be good, everything evens out, and we will make money. A lot of times I think a lot of professional opinions help here, because a lot of professionals do a lot of research, and when you talk to 10 of them, you get a lot of input, a lot of knowledge in terms of how people are thinking. Everybody has different pieces of information. There are some common pieces of information that everyone has, but there are a lot of different pieces of information, a different style of analysis, a different interpretation of data and numbers, and why not benefit from all of that? So, like I said, 3 ways to make money, basically, and luck plays a role in all 3 of them. Inheritance, you can't change. Income, you can influence a little bit to become exceptional and earn that income. Investments, you can actually bend your luck in your favor. Just a couple of bits and pieces and rules and observations that we are sharing with you. Make use of it, and hopefully you will not have the kind of luck that some of these investors had who didn't really make the money.